More now on our top story. Hong Kong's new electoral laws. Leaders from the mainland have approved powers to vet anyone standing for public office. They're also slashing the number of directly elected politicians. For a closer look, we're joined by Professor Ho Lok-Sang. He's a senior research fellow at the Sutong Shanghai-Hong Kong Economic Policy Research Institute. Professor, why has Beijing decided to enact these drastic changes?
Yeah, I think essentially it is because of the social and political unrest, over the last 2 years. And Beijing feels that, this movement, the social movement, political movement is actually posing a threat, to the political system on the mainland. And for China, I think the political system is considered to be vital, because using this existing political system, it has done pretty well. And I think most Chinese people on the mainland would think that this is a public infrastructure that they need to protect.
Professor, looking at, the speed and timing of having these changes approved, what's the significance of it?
Yeah, I think as the officials, the official line is that this is actually making it possible for the one country system work. Because if you have people who use the existing loopholes, to undermine the existing system, then the one country two system cannot work. And in particular, as you may know, the SAR government had actually proposed a political reform package which is modeled within the framework of the Basic Law, but the opposition parties rejected it, and they wanted something that bypasses the requirements of the Basic Law, and I think that is not in the interest of Hong Kong or Beijing. So they need to do something, especially in view of the fact that there was so much violence and so much, even bloodshed, and got people killed. So it was very disruptive to the economy.
There has indeed been bloodshed and violence, Professor. What kind of pushback do you now expect from pro-democracy groups?
I think they understand now pretty well, the bottom line, and the bottom line is not that Beijing cannot allow dissent. If you understand dissent to be just a different view on policies, specific policies, but if dissent is understood as opposing the political system on the mainland or opposing the Basic Law itself, then it's something that Beijing cannot tolerate. And I think Beijing will not care, what the West says about it.
So, Professor, is this then the end of democracy in Hong Kong?
Well, I wouldn't say so, because the official statement is that there has not been any change, in the main body of the Basic Law. So all of those requirements for, the gradual progression towards universal suffrage, that still stands. But it's essential that those people who stand for elections, either for the chief executive post or for electoral seats, they have to be vetted, and they want to make sure that these people do not oppose the political system on the mainland and do not oppose the Basic Law. You have to abide, by the requirements in Basic Law, in pressing for political reform. So everything has to be within the framework of the Basic Law. I think that's really important.
Professor, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us this evening. Professor Ho Lok-Sang there from the Sutong Shanghai-Hong Kong Economic Policy Research Institute.